There are moments in sports when an athlete steps beyond the box score and becomes something larger, and Caitlin Clark is firmly in that space right now. She is not just breaking records or filling arenas, she is shaping how people talk about women's basketball and who gets to define greatness within it. Every appearance, whether on the court or off it, draws attention because it feels like part of a larger story unfolding in real time. What makes this moment compelling is not hype alone, but consistency. Night after night, Clark shows up with focus, competitiveness, and a sense of ownership over her role in the game. The attention surrounding her latest photos isn't about shock value or controversy, but about visibility. People are watching because they recognize confidence when they see it. Clark represents a generation of athletes who understand that excellence doesn't stop when the game clock runs out. Her presence signals intention, growth, and a comfort with being seen exactly as she is. More than records and highlight reels, it is easy to list Caitlin Clark's accomplishments, but statistics alone do not explain her impact. Records tell part of the story, yet they fail to capture the way she controls tempo, elevates teammates, and reads the game with rare clarity. Her style of play reflects preparation and trust in her own instincts, qualities that resonate with fans who value substance over spectacle. What separates Clark from many stars is how grounded she appears in the middle of constant attention. She doesn't chase moments, she creates them through discipline and repetition. That steadiness translates beyond basketball, shaping how people perceive her as a leader. When audiences react to her off-court appearances, they are responding to the same confidence that shows up in late-game possessions. The fascination is not sudden or shallow. It is built on years of watching someone earn her space, redefine expectations, and prove that excellence can be both relentless and composed at the same time. Confidence without performance. The recent images that sparked conversation show Caitlin Clark away from the court, but they still feel connected to who she is as an athlete. There is no costume, no forced reinvention, and no attempt to shock. Instead, the photos reflect comfort and self-assurance, the kind that comes from knowing your value before anyone else confirms it. Her styling is simple, modern, and intentional, emphasizing posture and presence rather than excess. What stands out is not glamour for its own sake, but balance. Clark appears at ease occupying multiple identities at once: competitor, professional, public figure, and young woman still growing into her voice. That ease is what people respond to. It sends a message that strength and self-expression do not cancel each other out. You can be serious about your craft and still explore how you present yourself to the world. That confidence feels earned, not manufactured, and that distinction matters. Redefining visibility for women athletes. For a long time, women athletes were told to choose between being taken seriously and being visible on their own terms. Caitlin Clark's rise challenges that outdated idea. She doesn't ask permission to exist fully in public space, and she doesn't dilute her competitiveness to appear more palatable. Instead, she brings the same intensity and focus everywhere she goes. That consistency reshapes how audiences think about women in sports. Visibility is no longer something to fear or carefully manage. It becomes a tool for connection and inspiration. Clark's comfort in front of the camera reflects a broader shift where athletes are no longer boxed into narrow narratives. They can be powerful, thoughtful, stylish, and driven without explanation or apology. This matters because representation shapes opportunity. When young athletes see someone like Clark owning her presence, they learn that ambition and authenticity can coexist. That lesson reaches far beyond basketball and into how confidence is modeled for the next generation. Style as an extension of identity style, at its best, is not about trend chasing, but about expression. And Caitlin Clark's off-court look reflects that idea clearly. The choices she makes feel aligned with her personality, rather than borrowed from someone else's image. Clean lines, neutral tones, and understated confidence mirror the way she plays the game. Efficient, intentional, and unafraid. There is no sense of trying to prove anything, which is precisely what makes the impression strong. Fans responding to her style are not reacting to novelty, but to coherence. Everything fits together, from posture to presence. That kind of alignment is rare, especially for athletes navigating rapid fame. Clark's approach suggests self-knowledge and patience, qualities that often take years to develop. By treating style as an extension of who she already is, she avoids the trap of reinvention for attention's sake. Instead, she reinforces the idea that confidence grows from authenticity, not performance. The weight of leadership is not always loud, and Caitlin Clark demonstrates that through example rather than slogans. On the court, her leadership shows up in decision-making, accountability, and trust in her teammates. Off the court, it appears in how she carries herself under scrutiny. Every public moment adds to a larger narrative about responsibility and influence. Clark understands that visibility brings expectations, but she does not seem overwhelmed by them. Instead, she moves with intention, aware that younger players are watching how she handles success. That awareness does not limit her, it sharpens her focus. Leadership, in this sense, is about alignment between words, actions, and presence. Clark's consistency across spaces sends a clear message that excellence is a habit, not a performance reserved for game day. That steadiness earns respect not because it demands it, but because it models what sustainable success looks like in real time. Authenticity over optics. In a media landscape driven by optics, Caitlin Clark's appeal lies in how little she seems to chase them. Her confidence does not feel rehearsed or strategic. It feels lived in, shaped by repetition, failure, growth, and persistence. That authenticity resonates because it contrasts sharply with curated perfection. People recognize when someone is comfortable in their own skin, especially under pressure. Clark's presence communicates self-trust more than self-promotion. She does not need to announce her arrival. Her body of work already has. This approach builds credibility over time, allowing admiration to grow organically rather than spike briefly. Authenticity, in this sense, becomes a competitive advantage. It creates connection without spectacle and respect without explanation. For an athlete navigating immense attention, that balance is not accidental. It reflects intention and maturity, qualities that will serve her long after trends shift and headlines move on. The legacy taking shape. Caitlin Clark's story is still being written, but the foundation is already clear. She is building a legacy rooted in excellence, confidence, and self-definition. The recent attention around her off-court presence is not a departure from that path. It is a continuation of it. Every moment adds texture to a narrative defined by growth rather than image. Clark's ability to navigate visibility without losing focus suggests longevity, not flash. She understands that impact is cumulative, built through consistency and integrity. As her career unfolds, these qualities will matter as much as any record. What people are responding to now is not just a single set of photos or performances, but a sense of trajectory. Caitlin Clark looks like someone who knows where she is going, even as the world watches. That clarity, paired with humility and drive, is what turns great athletes into lasting figures in sports culture.